Woo! We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Pete's over here drinking wine. I told him to get her off the table. Two dudes and a Mexican live from Bogies. We are back. Crazy week 2 in the NFL. I'm your host. Some dude named Victor Salazar. To the left of me. Some dude named Peter Soprano.
What's up?
To the right of me.
Holy shit!
Holy
He's here.
shit!
Look who's
He's
here.
here. Remember when Bray Wyatt used to be like,
He's not.
wait here. Resident Mexican David Quinones, ladies and
hands
gentlemen.
on.
Whoa, welcome back, Dave. Just in the nick of time. Yeah, we're back. Another
Captain America.
Captain
Better late than
America. Another edition of Two Dudes and a Mexican. I'm waiting for Dave to, or I'm waiting for the producer to get us a Mexican flag, or Dave, so we can put on here. But for now, we'll do the Puerto Rican thing.
That's the title.
You know, fucks with the title, but whatever. Yeah, boys. Another edition of Two Dudes and a Mexican. Quick rundown on the show. We're gonna get into a little baseball, a little college football, and then heavy on the football because a lot of shit happened in the NFL. So yeah, David. We always start the show with Mets Watch. Mets Watch. David, 4 games back. You're playing the Rockies right now, I
11 left.
believe. Or did you win? You
Right
won
now, I think it's still playing.
I don't know.
I
The
think they're
TV
still
froze.
playing, so.
TV froze. 4 games
won
back.
yesterday, they won
4
yesterday.
games back. You won yesterday. 4 games back. I think 11 to go.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you think your chances are?
Nah, I think they're pretty slim to none. Numerically, they're still in it, but you know, numerically they're still in it, but I had to do that. Sorry, guys. I'm a voice man, by the way. So big fan.
I think he's mad.
Again, numerically they're still in it, but I just think the inconsistency. They're gonna have to run the table to even have a chance.
So running the table means that you're 11
And
and
they
0.
cannot. Yeah, they cannot lose any games. I don't think that's gonna happen.
There's no quitting
So,
them. There's no quitting
but at least, yeah, they're not quitting.
They're not quitting.
Alonso had a great year. McNeil had a great year. They're still chugging
Yeah,
along.
number 49
So
When
that's
today
right.
or yesterday?
today.
Today, 49. So
What time was this fucking game?
Three something.
You know, an awkward. Well, remember, because Colorado. So.
What is it? Traveling day tomorrow? Oh yeah, it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Wow. Well, I think it's like.
That's right.
So, but I don't think so. I think in order to lock up a spot, definitely you have to have 89 wins probably, and numerically you could probably only have 88 if they run the table, which I don't think. They will.
Okay. Well, so
I'm
so
a
you're,
realist.
so you're saying you're done?
Yeah.
All right,
I don't
well,
think so.
I think
We'll
That's coming from me.
we'll check in with you next week. So that was our weekly Mets watch with David.
Appreciate that, guys.
Of course, we gotta check in on you, man. Gotta make sure you're alright. Make sure everything's okay.
You
I
guys
know the
won?
Mets are hard to.
7-4?
Oh, you guys won.
7-4.
Okay, so
Yeah,
So
epic.
you never
well,
know.
it depends on everybody up top. So
Who do you
I
need a
don't know. I
meltdown
don't
from?
know,
Like the
so.
Phillies, the
Cubbies,
No, the Cubs.
Nationals.
They need the Cubs. Yeah.
Okay, the
Cubs.
I need the
The
Cubs.
Phillies already broke ground.
Okay. Oh, they're done. Phillies are done.
Phillies are
No,
already
they're
done.
not done.
They're done.
Okay.
They're not
All right.
done.
Well,
They're right there with us.
so quick.
They're done.
Actually, you're
They're
fine.
done, goddamn.
Yeah, they're behind
Stick
you.
a fork in them. They're done.
We took care of them.
The Braves
Thank you.
took care of
Thanks,
them.
thanks,
So,
thanks.
Mike Trout out for the year.
Crazy.
There was a conversation. I believe we had last time an MVP candidate was lost in Christian Yelich.
Yeah,
So we said he's out of the race.
Yeah.
It's pretty much Cody Bellinger's to lose right now.
yeah.
How does this affect the AL MVP race?
I think he was so far up. I think even with him missing these last 20 so games of the year, I think he's still going to be MVP of the AL.
Man, fuck him.
Who do you want to play?
David John LeMahieu. That's my bias, Sean. No, I think he's still MVP. I love DJ LeMahieu. Great pickup by Cash, but Mike Trout's the best player. Too bad no one gets to see him. Sorry, LA, Anaheim of what we call them? The LA Angels of Anaheim,
Milky Way.
of California, of the United States of America,
Western
of the Western
Hemisphere,
Hemisphere, of the Milky Way.
That's
The
what they. That's what
stupidest
their
name ever. Dave, what are your thoughts, real quick, before we get into the
No, yeah,
football?
definitely, man. Listen, he's the most consistent player
You
every
think
year.
he's- you
Every
think he's
year
far and away
around.
everyone?
So I still think he's MVP, even though he's hurt.
Even though he's gonna miss the last 10 games.
He's an unbelievable player. So definitely, you know, for me at least, you know, the poster boy of baseball. So.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Now we got the baseball out the way, and I'm sorry, guys. Football is king in this country. Until October, baseball is kind of taking a back seat. I mean, the division playoffs, divisional races are kind of done right now, basically. You know, we already know who the 6 teams are that are getting into the playoffs. winning the division. The only thing that's left there for debate are the 2 wild cards.
Wild cards.
So, I love baseball. I played baseball my whole life, but football is king. And we're going to get into week 3. Well, now it's going to be week 4, obviously, of the college football season. 2 marquee matchups. It's time to put
Season
up.
starts now.
Season starts now. It's time to put up or shut up, Pete.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to you because you got the biggest game of the weekend,
Yes.
8:30.
Yep.
On, I believe it's CBS. I think it's CBS. I think CBS has it. ABC has it.
ABC, yeah.
I'm pretty sure College Game Day will be there.
Yeah.
It's the the tickets are going on Vivid Seats right now. Cheapest tickets for this game are going for $600 a piece.
Crazy.
Cheapest.
Notre Dame at Georgia, Pete.
Yes.
This is your season right now. Tell me what's gonna happen.
Don't be
gonna-
biased.
We're gonna lose.
We're gonna lose.
Listen, I hope we win. We haven't beaten a top 10 team since I think it's 2005. So it's been a long time since we've beaten a top team. We've played well against those teams, but we haven't really put it away. And this is one of those games that if they're going to take Notre Dame for real, they have to win. And listen, if they had played with the team they had last year, I thought they had a better team last year than they have this year. So if they played with the team they had last year, I thought they could beat Georgia. This year, I think Georgia got a little bit better and Notre Dame got a little bit worse, so it made it a little bit closer. And with Georgia being at home, I think they can ride the wave for the home crowd to win that game.
So, question: are you taking a flight and paying $600 a ticket to go to the game? Or no?
No, I'm taking a drive.
He's not a true fan, then.
Unless we get petty cash.
I was gonna say, how we got that in the budget? Then
Open up the book, petty
We
cash.
got it in
baby.
the budget to
I
send
would
Pete
do
to
a
Georgia.
show live
Come on, man.
from the stadium.
Me and this guy's gonna do it in Lufthansa hype.
What?
From the Goodfellas.
Listen,
From DC, is that what he's saying?
From the Goodfellas. Gonna rob a plane.
Successful.
Oh, rob a plane.
I'm gonna drive to my house and
Oh,
watch it on
Latunda
TV
Heights.
for free.
Ah, I see what you're saying. So the spread, I believe, is 14. You think that's too much, or?
Yes, I think they will
Yes.
cover the spread. I think it will be one of those 7 to 10 point games.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna lose too. I mean, we made our picks this year about who's gonna finish in the top 4. We all had Georgia.
I disagree with you with one thing when you said that this is it, because if they lose this game, I think they still can make the Final Four.
Okay, I mean that's fair. I think whoever loses this game, Georgia has the better ability to get in the top 4, just because they're in the overrated SEC. So one loss. I mean, look at the top 25 AP and coaches poll. There's 5 SEC teams.
Yeah.
5. You telling me the SEC has 5 of the best teams in the nation? 5 of the top 10. They have 50%. So why play? Why even play? Why have a
Yeah.
Big 10? Why have a Big 12? Why
Yeah.
have a Pac-12? Why
play
have an
the
ACC?
tournament? Why play the championship?
Why play the
game?
championship right there? Whoever was the SEC should win the fucking thing, right?
Yeah, top 2 in the SEC just automatically into the
That's
playoffs.
right. There's
Like-
Trevor Lawrence. That's why. But no,
Sunshine.
Sunshine. But no, but that's what I'm saying. It's easier for them. They will recover from this loss because I believe they're in the SEC East.
Yeah.
Which their biggest threat will be Florida.
Yeah.
And we've seen Florida look suspect
Florida
already.
now.
So they don't have to run the gauntlet that an Alabama or an LSU might. And even them, when they lose one game, they still
They're
have a
still
better
fine.
chance.
Yeah.
So
If they lose 2, they got a
they
chance.
still got a chance. So if Georgia loses this game, they'll have to play what? Florida?
Yeah.
Maybe Texas A&M.
Yeah. The only time
I forget that their biggest threat is Florida. So even if they lose 2 games, they'll still probably win the East and be in the SEC championship game.
Yeah.
And if you automatically beat an LSU, or an Alabama in the SEC title game, you're automatically in.
See, now this is one thing where I think that they have to run the table if they lose, though. Because if they get to the SEC championship game with 1 loss already, and then they lose again in the SEC championship game, I think that would put them out.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Dave, how much does Notre Dame get creamed by? Sorry, Pete.
So listen, I agree with all both of you guys. I think Georgia's going to win this game. It's hard to see the Fighting Irish go to Georgia, take this game. I'm on with Pete though. I think 14 is too much of a spread. I think they cover. So I think they probably lose by 10.
Whoa. I mean, I guess I'm gonna bet. I guess I'm gonna bet 10. I'm gonna bet the Irish. No, I'm gonna bet the
Fighting Irish,
I'm
baby.
gonna bet the Bull. I'm sorry, Pete.
Damn, you ever gonna bet him? What the hell?
Sorry, man. Yo, hey,
Pete, are you betting?
a
Or
lot.
no? Are you
He doesn't bet his own team. He doesn't
I
bet
don't
his
bet
own
on
team.
my team.
Ah, okay.
Here's
I
the
like
thing.
it. I
Here's
like
the
it.
L-
Smart man.
LSU has
Smart
looked like
man,
the
yeah.
best team in college football.
Yes.
Georgia, talent-wise, I think is the best in the SEC. But that's talent-wise. Talent-wise, best in the SEC, but it always comes down to coaching in the SEC. And they don't have. I don't think the dude that's there. What is it, Kirby Smart?
Yeah.
I don't think he's better than Ed Obergron. I don't think he's better than obviously Nick Saban.
Yeah.
So, moving forward, big game at noon, NCAA. Everyone's favorite fucking khaki coach, Jim Harbaugh, travels to Madison, Wisconsin, to take on the Wisconsin Badgers? I don't even know what a Badger is.
The Badgers.
The Badgers.
It's like a beaver.
I was
It's a
about to say,
beaver.
it's like,
About worse.
It's a beaver, but worse. Thanks, Ha, for the input. Big game. We're gonna start off Saturday with a big game. I'm gonna go to you here, Pete, because you know I don't like Jim Harbaugh.
Yes.
I think he's overrated as hell.
Trash
Yes.
ass.
Another big game.
Yes.
Are the khakis too tight this weekend?
Again, they are.
Wow.
They are.
Ooh,
Every
he's got
single
Steve-
time.
He's got the Steve Urkel. He's got to put him up here.
Every single time. No, we're not challenging that. We're not challenging that.
did they get tighter this year? Is that what
Listen,
you're
no,
saying?
they've always been tight. every single time that he has to win a big game, he loses. Like go against Notre Dame, he loses. Go against Ohio State, he loses. Go against Wisconsin previously, he loses. Every time he has a big game against a team that's a contender, a top 10 team, he loses. And I think it's going to happen again. He's on the road this time. I definitely don't think he's winning.
So, we've seen Wisconsin. Wisconsin's game has always been defense, running the football.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot. Basically, you know, every one of their linemen is probably the NFL. You know, every one of their offensive linemen is
So
probably
everybody
the NFL.
should know the best way to beat him.
So everyone should know the best way to beat him.
Yeah.
But does Jim Harbaugh know the best way to beat him?
No.
Challenge flag.
No,
No?
no.
We
Because
go-
the two things.
We go to the replay, Jim.
After further review, the call stands. No. Listen, you got to stop the run, and you got to get up early because you got to make them pass. And I don't know if Michigan's going to be able to do that because they struggled last week with Army. So if you can't stop Army
Two
from
weeks
running
ago. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, if you
Yeah.
can't stop Army from running the ball 2 weeks ago, how are you going to stop
You're gonna
a better
have
running team in
And
Wisconsin?
you can't stop Private First Class James. You're not stopping the best fucking athlete from Wisconsin who fucking eats cheese for fucking days. No, I'm just kidding. That's so.
He's cheap just to be an offensive lineman.
Yeah,
good
I'm
fat.
just- I mean,
Their linemen are monsters.
I-
dude.
if
If
it-
you want an offensive lineman in the NFL, just get them from Wisconsin.
they're from Wisconsin.
They have the best offensive lineman in
Quick plug: these boys picked that game on Pete's Corner.
Mm-hmm.
I told you, motherfuckers, we weren't giving you the free picks, and they're
go to
still
YouTube.
they're still free. All you gotta do is subscribe.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
Go to YouTube.
And go to YouTube, subscribe. It'll be posted probably like 20 minutes
Yeah.
from this show being done. And you can get their college picks, you can get their fantasies, ads and drops. And then Sunday, obviously, they'll hit you with the NFL picks.
6-0.
He's 6-0. Dre, I think, was 4-2.
Yep.
So I mean, 10 and 2. I mean that's
Good
pretty
NFL
that's
picks.
pretty fucking good.
Good
I mean,
NFL picks.
and
Good job,
if,
boys.
if
Good
you
job.
if you go 10 and 2 on a Sunday night, I think you're winning a lot of
Drinks
money.
are on you.
You know, basically. So I'll come to your party. So that was a little college football report. We can't wait for the games. But you know, week 2 of the NFL has come and gone,
Yeah.
and this was probably the most disastrous week
Sad.
in the NFL.
Yeah.
In the NFL.
Too many players got
That's
hurt.
horrible.
We
Key
had this
players.
conversation,
Horrible.
David. We had this conversation before the season started, and I was wearing my nice pink shirt, and we talked about why quarterbacks get paid so much money, and look what happens. You lose Drew Brees.
Yep.
You lose Ben Roethlisberger.
Yep.
You lose Sam Darnold.
Yep. Mono.
He's eating butt from whatever he was doing.
It's a family show.
Yeah, how did he get modeled?
Sam.
He's gay.
Oh, what?
Yo,
No, I
Oh,
said-
no, no,
Don't say
no,
that.
no, no, no.
LGBT community, we love
No.
you. Whatever.
Yes,
how-
we do. Yes, we do.
We do love you.
Yeah.
Sam,
We just don't like
I
Sam.
know. I know Hoboken is on and popping. You know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But come on, Sam, you got no better than that.
It's that USC education.
That's that USC education, man.
Keep it professional, Sam.
Keep it professional, Sam. You know,
Keep it classy, baby. Keep it classy.
Be like the humble Elijah Muhammad Manning, and get yourself an Abby Manning. Live in the W. Have kids. Don't be an ass in Hoboken.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't do it.
Lesson to you. So we talked about exactly why quarterbacks are so important, but why they're so paid, and now this franchise is scrambling to figure out what's going to happen next week. Your thoughts on all these injuries?
It's crazy. I mean, even going back to week 1. I mean, obviously Jacksonville lost Foles. I mean, it's ridiculous how many QBs are going down. And you're right, because like we talked before, that's the most important position on your team. That's your mastermind, your offense. If you can't have a reliable quarterback to run your offense, I mean, there's just going to be a lot of question marks. A lot of wide receivers taking hits now in terms of their production. How are you going to get the ball to them? It's crazy. You saw the effect it had with Kamara's performance. In that game, it's just it's crazy. It's crazy to see this many injuries on these big name quarterbacks.
Kirk Cousins is still healthy and still sucks.
Well, there you go.
And Prescott.
So I know the people that should be hurt.
Yeah. Well, it should be hurt just for the season.
Prescott's not going to be
Not for
hurt.
the career, just for the
He's
season.
got the greatest offensive line in freaking the world.
We're not promoting injuries.
We're not.
We're
just
Just
joking.
to the Cowboys.
Joking.
Excuse me.
The guy who can't throw 40 yards, but he's 40
Anyways, I guess the main injury, the first injury that was bigger than any of the other, was Ben Roethlisberger having
Done for the year.
done for the year. He's gonna get Tommy John surgery. He's up there in age.
Yes.
He's not a young pup anymore.
Yeah.
He can't take these hits anymore. It was a non-contact injury. Those
Yeah,
are usually
it
the
was
worst.
just off his throw, yeah.
We've seen that
It was
happen.
just
It was
to
off and thrown,
Just
yeah.
off and thrown. Usually the ones are the worst are the non-contact ones.
Yeah.
Do you see him, one, being the Steelers quarterback next year? Two,
That's right.
playing football in the NFL again?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say that he. Oh, I'm gonna say he doesn't play for the Steelers anymore.
Woo! Ooh! Dre, what?
Oh.
And I'll give a quick reason why.
Alright.
I think it's because I think Mason Rudolph will play well for them, and if he's going to play well for them, they're going to kind of usher him out the door, and so I don't think he's going to play another game for the Steelers anymore.
Wow.
And because of that, I don't think he's going to go to another team. I think he'll retire.
Wow. Drop a bomb on that flex.
He'll retire.
Hey, Pete, do we have a Tommy Maddox repeat?
Okay, yeah. He replaced Tommy Maddox in the middle of the year, who threw out his arm, and Big Ben lasted all those years. And I think now Big Ben's looking at the same thing in the mirror.
Hob,
Wow.
drop a bomb on it, Hob, like flex.
No, we're not paying for that.
We don't have it.
We're not
We
paying
don't
for
have
that.
it.
No, we're not paying for that.
Remember when Flex would be like, New York, I'm getting real serious right now.
And then just,
I don't know if you're ready for the news I'm about to drop on you right now.
I did that for like 10 minutes
Like,
straight.
I'm back for 10 minutes.
Like, yo, play a fucking song.
Play a song. I'm changing the fucking station. I usually change the station.
Yeah.
And I never got whatever he was trying to
Yeah,
play.
exactly. You turn back and he's still doing it.
Hey, Funk Flex, 80, 100 years old and still the night ride in every day on Hot 97.
don't know how
God
they
bless
do
you,
it.
bro. So,
So yeah,
taking
done.
it back. So you're saying Big Ben not
Has played his
only
last
has
snap.
played his last snap.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oof. I don't know. Yikes.
This is
Good
Big Ben
question.
we're talking about.
I mean, listen.
It's a
If
tough
Mason
question. It's a tough
if
question,
Mason
so.
Rudolph plays well, why would they get him back?
Well, wouldn't they? I think Mason Rudolph is actually going to pay well.
Yeah.
I think when the Steelers drafted him was a really good pick. So
Yeah, it
I
was.
think here's the thing. Here's the my thoughts are as a Giant fan. I kind of wanted Eli to get injured because now there wasn't an excuse to go to Daniel Jones, which we'll get into next.
Yeah.
There wasn't an excuse now to not play Mason Rudolph, who I thought was a good pick when they picked him up and
Yeah.
was a quarterback of the future.
Yeah.
So, woo.
I liked him a lot when they drafted
I
him.
did too. Dave, we were at the game Sunday.
Word.
Yo.
Ooh,
Yo, anybody got some popcorn? Y'all want to sit back and listen to this?
The tailgate was awesome. The game was
tailgate's
terrible.
Shout out to SOG,
Shout out
man.
to SOG, son of-
you guys
son of
always,
Giants.
you guys
Always come
always
through.
do a great tailgate, man. Thank you.
So, news.
Yo, did you tell them to subscribe, yo?
Yeah, oh, you know what? We didn't.
We gotta let them know.
Wow.
Flag on myself.
That's why you can't leave them alone.
Flag on myself. Flag on myself.
Just like he met
Monday,
Jim Foster,
Monday,
who gives a
Monday.
shit if he didn't tell him to come to the show.
Who?
That's right. Shout out to Jim Fossil, man.
Oh, Jim Foster was at the
No, we're not giving
tailgate.
a shout out. We're
Jim
not
Foster
shout
came
out.
You didn't tell him about the
through.
show.
Some practice squad,
Fossil, bro.
some practice squad wide receiver that won a Super Bowl came through. Brandon Lloyd or Brandon London, I don't know. Everyone's taking pictures of him. Who the fuck is this guy?
I don't know.
Who is that?
He's like, that's Brandon London, bro. I'm like, who? I looked him up. He was some practice squad receiver in 2006. Shout out to you, bro. You took pictures with everyone. Respect. So, moving right into it. Before we get into the other injuries, this was an injury to my heart because I love Eli Manning. You love Eli Manning. He can't roll out. He runs like a 7.9 40.
He's a statue back there.
He's a statue back there. It doesn't fit the offense that Pat Shermer wants to run. We saw Monday. He looked like he knew Monday that this was going to happen. Then the bomb dropped yesterday. Adam Schefter. Was it the right time to pull Eli?
I think it was. I don't think Eli's the problem, but he's part of the problem. Obviously this team has a lot of holes, especially on defense.
For sure.
Wide receivers, especially with Shep being out. It's like, who do you throw to? So, but you need to make some type of change to, shake this offense up, to shake this team up. This team needs something. It needs a spark, and this is the spark. A quarterback that is obviously a lot younger, number 6 pick.
Are we back with this again?
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yo, you love this song, yo.
Oh, we're trying to honor the guy.
Flag on me.
not
so
dead.
So
hard.
listen, yeah, I know you're not dead.
It's so hard.
But
so hard to say
they-
goodbye to Eli.
But they need that spark. They need that spark.
Connection successful.
With a younger quarterback that's going to be able to buy time, that's going to be more athletic. So I think it's the right move. I didn't see Daniel Jones coming into the season this early. I had it like at 6 or 7, game 6 or 7. But you got to do something. So you got to make a change. So
I fully agree with you. I think it's about 18 games too fucking late.
Damn. 23 million you paid him this year.
I think Gettleman has done a lot of good things with this team, shoring up an offensive line, getting Saquon Barkley.
he's done a lot of bad too, though.
For sure, I'm going to get to it. The Odell Beckham trade at the time, I didn't like it. I like it now.
I do too.
Seeing what Antonio Brown just fucking did, that there's a possibility that could have been Odell.
You're doing it right now with his $20 million watch.
No.
He's not,
No, I don't agree on that either.
No, I don't. But it's a possibility that could have happened.
Possibly.
Obviously, he didn't address the defensive line. If you can't get pressure to the quarterback, Jack Rabbit is right. He can't cover fucking guys for 10 seconds. I don't care. I mean,
Jack Rabbit had trouble covering people for 3 seconds last year.
he held Amari Cooper down pretty good game 1. Everyone else sucked game 2. But I think it's a year too late. Here's the thing that I don't get about the Giants. They wanted to, as much as McAdoo is a fucking loser,
Damn.
he knew it was time.
Gloves are off tonight.
But you know how he went about knowing it was time? Playing fucking Geno Smith. You're not gonna bench a legend to play fucking Geno Smith. That's
he
where
still in the
that's
NFL?
where you lost me. You wanna
He's still got a
play?
job.
You wanna
How
bench
does he have a
Eli?
job?
We have Davis Webb, his 3rd round pick. He might have sucked. Probably does suck because he's not in the league anymore.
He does.
Has a job.
But-
How?
How does Davis Webb not have a job? Davis Webb should have been the 3rd string quarterback for the Jets. Instead, they got Luke Falk. but here's the thing: you want that? Give
Kaepernick.
me Davis Webb. Well, that's a different story. Give me Davis Webb. Don't give me Geno Smith. He had the right idea. He just went about it the wrong way.
Supposedly he wanted to draft Mahomes.
Of course he did, and no one and no one would have learned about Mahomes had he not flew down there to see Mahomes. But here's the reasoning, and as much as I can't say, right now, we should have traded a 1st and a 2nd and a 3rd to get Mahomes to move from 27 to 10. at that
thought it was
time.
gonna be that.
Yeah, nobody thought it was gonna be that.
If
Nobody
somebody
thought
thought
it was gonna be
it would have been number one pick.
that. Exactly.
He's in the
and
right
on top
system.
of that,
He's in the right system.
on top of that, we were just coming off an 11-5 season.
Yeah,
We had Beckham, we had Shepard, we had
You don't
Ingram.
think about taking
We don't think
quarterbacks,
about taking a quarterback when your defense was lights out. You just couldn't move the ball,
Yeah.
and you get Evan Ingram that year.
Yeah,
That-
you're not thinking about
You
getting
know,
a
so we
quarterback.
won 11-5, and the reason that you lost wasn't because of your defense. Your defense played well.
Yeah.
So you're thinking of loading up, and
Yeah.
when you load up with a tight end, because we didn't have a tight end when we played Green Bay.
Yeah.
So I don't blame Jerry Reese for not getting Mahomes, because that was a lot at the time.
Yes, definitely. It was a huge.
It was a
amount.
huge
Definitely-
amount.
Definitely too much.
Yeah,
But I blame-
if he didn't work out, or if he became like just an above average quarterback, then they would look stupid for making that
Well,
trade.
and then he, I don't think he would have been that good too. Obviously, he wouldn't have been in the right system.
Yeah,
he's
Andy
in the
Reid-
right
Andy Reid's
system
good
where he's
for
at.
coaching offense.
Yeah, he's
For
in
sure.
the right system.
It's
at
just like
KC,
it's just
and
like
he's
you
got
always
all
want a
those
running back in
weapons
fantasy
and-
from Andy Reid. They always produce
For sure.
even if they're nobodies.
But 18 games too late.
Probably.
18 games too late. And if
At worst, 2 games. At worst.
at worst 2 games, I don't think
Yeah, he should have started the
He
season.
should have started the season.
I agree.
After you drafted him at 6, you didn't draft him at 17. You could have taken the other Josh Allen and had a pass rush.
Yeah. And he's still.
This is why I'm wearing this fucking hat that says Henny, because all I want to do when I watch the Giants is drink Henny.
Yeah, that was pitiful on Sunday.
Fucking pitiful. But
That was
it's time. It's a new era. It's the Daniel Jones fucking era.
That's it.
It's time to go. Eli, love you, brother.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for
love
the
you
2
too,
Super
Eli,
Bowls.
man.
That's the goal, man.
That's the one thing.
Greatest
you know,
franchise in my
never-
franchise, greatest quarterback in my franchise's history. If someone says Phil Simms, I'll smack you silly. Say it to
Phil
my
Simms.
face.
Screw Phil Simms.
See
You
you
have a
later.
lot of people say Phil Simms.
I don't know why. He missed fucking 6 seasons because he was injured. How's he the GOAT of the Giants quarterback?
No, it's Eli.
It's Eli, bro. I don't care.
Yeah.
But like I said, 18 games too late. So Daniel Jones, I'll see you Sunday, bro. 93 degrees in Tampa. Pack your sunscreen.
With the Duke.
Went to Duke. Duke. Come on, man.
Dookies.
Basketball Duke.
You love Zion Williamson, but not
Basketball
Daniel
Duke.
Jones?
No.
He's
I don't
basketball
like
Duke.
their program.
You love R.J. Barrett, but not Daniel
I don't like
Jones?
their program.
You love R.J. Barrett, but not Daniel Jones?
Basketball program gives you HBO and white women.
Oh my God.
All right.
No one said it.
All right, it's a PG-13
A lot of
show.
keg parties.
A lot of keg parties. So that wasn't. So that also happened. Excuse me. So that wasn't an injury, just an injury to Giant fans' heart.
Yeah, it was.
Drew Brees throws a pass, gets smacked up by Aaron Donald, wrist injury,
Yeah.
out for 6 weeks.
Thumb wrist.
Thumb wrist.
Yeah.
I don't know. He ate a lot of gumbo. I don't
Ligaments.
know. So, Big Ben was obviously the biggest injury that happened. Drew Brees now out for 6 weeks,
Yeah.
maybe more. Who knows?
Could be, yeah. At least 6 weeks.
So now you got
Teddy Bridge.
Teddy Bridge
Yeah.
I can't survive 6 weeks.
and that fucking asshole Hill.
God. Now I can
Are they done?
I can go off on.
Are they done?
I
Are the Saints done?
Go off, Pete.
I don't think that they're done,
Oh, Pete.
but I think that if Mr. Payton wants to play Tanner Hill, then they'll be done. Because it's fucking stupid to keep fucking playing this guy. And you played him over Drew Brees. Drew Brees is one of the best quarterbacks of all time. And you're going to play a fucking guy that can't even throw the ball 10 yards and just can run a lot. And you're going to play him over Drew Brees. He replaced him at the goal line. Who do you want on the goal line at the 5-yard line? Do you want Drew Brees or do you want a running quarterback that can't throw the ball? Like, why the hell do you keep bringing this Tanner Hill guy? Like, is he related to him? Like, I don't know what it is, but
He might be dating his daughter.
He might be dating his daughters. He might have done something
He's
behind
an
the scenes, whatever.
amazing
But he
athlete.
keep. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. You could get any
what they
athlete
say,
from
supposedly.
Miami, from Florida State, and they're athletes. I don't
Tim
care.
Tebow. Tim Tebow
You
was,
took
amazing athlete.
Tanner Hill from BYU, and from BYU, and he's the backup quarterback coming in there to replace Drew Brees. I am like
He is fired
so
up.
completely
He is
pissed
fired
off at
up,
him.
gee.
Like, he is the worst. I get annoyed every time he.
There you go, bro.
I get annoyed every time he comes on the field. I get annoyed because I know he's gonna run the ball. The defense knows he's gonna run the ball. So what's the point of him bringing in there?
Have you ever seen him throw a pass?
Maybe once, but it was like 20 yards up. No,
He's like,
I see him throw a pass and it was an interception.
Oh,
I saw him throw a pass and it was an interception. I'm like, that's what you get. You should have left Drew Brees on the field. Like, it makes no sense. So they're not done, but if they play him more than 5 snaps a game, they're done.
And if you wait for 20 minutes, Pete's corner is going to come up. He's going to tell you if you should take Teddy Bridgewater, Mason Rudolph, or that Hill guy that he loves.
What about Kamara's and and Thomas's Valley?
Oh, watch the show. You gotta watch the show. You gotta watch the show, guys. Nope.
I didn't talk about Kamara though. I didn't talk about
No, throw the flag.
I didn't talk about Kamara. I didn't talk about Kamara.
Throw the flag.
I didn't talk
Throw the flag.
It didn't reach.
Throw the flag.
It didn't reach.
Encroachment on the Mexican, 10 yards.
McCaffrey would be better than Kamara.
So you're saying they're not
That's
done?
right, baby.
You're saying they're not done?
Not done.
Ooh, I think they're done.
I think they're done too.
I think they're done.
He will come back. He's not done for the year.
Yeah,
But
but
they-
Is it scheduled?
can they?
Yeah, I think they can go 3-3 while he's gone.
Oh, so they'll be 3 and 4 when he comes
man.
back.
Yeah.
3 and 4 when he comes back. And you
Go
see,
10-6.
I mean, you're right because Matty Ice has fucking 3 great receivers and he's throwing 3 picks against the Eagles.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
horrible.
It's
They
possible. They still won, but they should have blew them out.
Why did Eagles didn't have any wide receivers?
They have.
No
Nelson
Deshaun.
Aguilar.
Yeah, exactly. No Deshaun, no
Yeah.
Alshon. Like,
So, before we move on of the football, Dre, I want to get your thoughts on Ben Roethlisberger, man. You can't. You gotta just come on real quick.
did you cry a little bit?
Yeah, come on, man.
I poured
feel
my
bad
heart
for
and
you.
soul for Eli, man.
I mean, you're wearing yellow, so
Here comes Dre theme song.
only fitting. Let's see the.
Did you cry?
Nah.
No, Ben. Oh, come on, yo. What kind of dude is that?
I need the flag, man. No flag, dude. That's your song, bro.
That's a good song, though.
I like that
I'm
song.
too sexy for my bike.
Nah, you know what? When he got hurt and nobody hit him, and you just saw that it was just by him throwing the ball. I mean, like to me,
Alarming.
it was alarming, and it was reality at that point. I said, "Wow, I think it's father time at this point." And even the veterans on
Yo,
the
give us
team-
your real reaction at the time. Yo. We know that wasn't your real reaction.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph time,
No,
bitch.
no,
It's either gotta be a yo, let's go, Mason. Or you like, yo, fuck Big Ben. Like, it's gotta be something.
No, I'm excited. Look, I'm excited about Mason, no doubt about it. I mean, I think this kid's the truth. But with that, again, we're talking about Big Ben. The guy that brought the city of Pittsburgh 2 Super Bowl championships, never had a losing season with this. Despite
All right, but that's all in the past. We're talking about right now.
Yeah.
If Mason does well for the rest of the year, do you want Big Ben to replace him?
No.
All right, that's it.
No, the same thing.
Fuck Big Ben.
Nah. I wouldn't say fuck Big Ben, but you know what though?
But you can drive him to the airport.
Look, I'll be okay. I'll be okay if he came back in 2020 and said, "You know what? Let me finish off my contract again."
Hell no. Motherfuckers making like 30 million. I didn't have him on my team if he's making that.
But if Mason, goes on to have again, he's playing 14 games. If he could take the overall record to 8-8,
It's his job.
Yeah,
and
it's his job.
or
It's his job.
9-7,
It's his job.
in my opinion.
Who was the dude that walked behind him that interviewed Mason for the first time?
Who?
Some dude walked behind Mason and said, "Yo, Mason, tell him you were built for this shit." That's what he need to
that
do.
was
That's what one of the defensive backs out there.
that was Bud Dupree.
Yeah, that's what he need to do.
It's his
Yeah,
job.
man, he's
If
built
he
for
goes
this
8-8, if he goes 8, it's his job.
Hey, listen, man. You know what? The
It's his
kid's
job.
6'5", 235, the same height, the same way as Big Ben. He plays like a young Big Ben. This offense, to him, this is perfect for him. Perfect timing. Like I said, Tommy Maddox repeat. Who knows? But again, I'm very confident in who we have. It just sucks, like Dave. We're just saying the reality.
That's it.
It's
That's
kicking
it.
in. It's
You
kicking
win
in
2
and-
rings with him. We won 2 rings with ours. It hurts.
Right.
I mean, I
And
felt
we're,
bad.
and we're talking about the same QB class as well.
Damn, sorry, Chargers fan.
Better winning shit.
And
We got two. Sorry.
And we're talking about the same QB class, man. But if this is the end of the Roethlisberger era, me personally, I was fortunate enough to, even as a youngin, to watch him play. That's what made me fall in love with the team. Just watching him go, these last second drives in the fourth quarter to win the games. I
like him because of that.
And all of that.
I
the
like
guy-
Ben.
So funny,
This guy's a tough
man.
motherfucker,
I like
So with that being said, hopefully he'll be all right. His health is number 1 at the end of the day.
We'll check in with Dre in week 8 if Mason
Yo,
goes
did
0-8.
you like the Minka Fitzpatrick deal though?
You know what? At first, I was a little bit concerned because I thought that
I don't like it either.
No. You know what? No. After looking at it, I love it. personally. And the reason I love it, not to drag it along. Number one, Steelers never had a good history in drafting DBs early in the draft.
Okay.
We have a kid that's already been evaluated in the NFL. We know he's good. If let's say the pick ends up being a 1 to 5, the Steelers weren't going to go with a quarterback anyways because they're putting all their chips in with Mason Rudolph. So if we know that, and not to mention, Minkah went 11th overall.
Yeah.
Instead of drafting the DB coming out of college that's not proven in the NFL versus an 11th overall pick in Minkah Fitzpatrick that's proven in the NFL, to me, I think that's a win. It might have been a little bit of a reach, but we're just going to have to see, how the season plays out.
All right, we'll check in with Dre week 8. See if he thinks about that pick.
Yo,
Before
I'm not trading.
I'm not trading.
I don't think it was.
All right, so last thing before we go, we had another injury, and that was Sam Darnold having mono for whatever reason. Trevor Siemian comes in, gets his fucking ankle blasted.
That looked.
Luke Falk comes in. Are the Jets done, David? Or is their season done?
Yeah, they're definitely done. I mean, 0-2.
0-6.
They don't even know when Sam Darnold's coming back.
He might still be in Hoboken eating ass.
Oh my God.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. All right.
6.
I don't even know how you get mono. Is from that or is it from like kissing random people?
I don't know.
That's
I never had it, so.
With the sign.
Oh,
Give
it's
him.
Kissing disease.
It's a kissing disease?
Yeah. So, they obviously have other injuries too. C.J. Mosley didn't play this past Sunday,
Oh, yeah,
so
for sure.
you don't know his health. They lost Quincy Enunwa.
Enunwa's out, yeah.
Their only shining spot right now is obviously Le'Veon Bell,
Who's asking for a
who's
trade?
still looking good. I mean,
who was crying on Monday Night Football.
He was
He asked
asking
for a trade.
I don't know. You did not see his face?
God damn it.
You did not see his face? He was crying.
No, I didn't
He was
see it. I
crying.
didn't
Oh
see
my
it.
God! I got it right here. David, you never seen it?
Make sure you show it into the screen.
Oh my God,
It's
David!
not the MJ face, is it?
Bruh, look at this. I don't have it anymore.
Oh my God.
So
What is it?
a lot of question marks
Gotta
for their
find that one,
team.
too.
Send it in the chat.
It's in the chat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of question marks for their team. So I think they're done. So.
Yo, it took them 2 games to realize that, they're as bad as I was watching on TV last year.
Especially all the moves
Yo.
and all that money that they spent this offseason.
All he did is like,
Man, that's
They
tough
should've
to be a
spent it on
Jets
a
fan.
coach.
he watched.
Tough to be a Jets
Yo, he
fan.
watched them on TV all year, and now he goes to that team. He's like, they really are this bad, yo. That's why he was crying.
I mean, they had high expectations this season, obviously, but
They shouldn't have.
it all came crashing down.
Before the season's out, Bell will be gone.
Dude, I said I expected them to
Which
be
chat did I
8-8.
send it? Oh, here it is. You didn't see it, Dave?
Who was crying?
Bro, he's crying.
I did expect him.
He's
Listen,
literally
he
crying.
played well.
He still looks good.
He
still
played
looks
well.
good,
He had 30 touches. He had over 100. Yeah, he played well.
He's crying.
But-
he doesn't want to be here.
Crying, John.
I'm losing, John. Oh yeah, I think the Jets are done. I mean,
0-6.
they're gonna be on 6.
They play the Patriots twice
They
over
play
the next
the
4
Patriots
games.
twice. They play the Eagles and they play the
Christ,
Cowboys.
Patriots twice?
Yeah, over the next 4 games.
the
Along
next-
with the Cowboys and who was the fourth
The
one?
Eagles.
And the Eagles.
So
They're
say-
0-6.
Cowboys are beatable.
Sandwiched in between
Not by
two
the
Patriot
Jets.
games. Sandwiched in between 2 Patriot games is
not
the
even
Eagles
fair,
and the Cowboys.
0-6.
I mean, I don't mean
What's the spread for the Patriots? game?
23 and a half. 23 and a half places.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But the weird thing about it is that Darnold should sit out those 6 games while they lose.
Like, yo,
And then they got like an easy ass schedule. They got the Dolphins twice. They got.
Yeah, yo, bro, I'm gonna be in Hoboken doing my thing.
Yo, he should come back after that. He may even win 7-8 games.
Hey, Luke, go do your thing. I'll be in Hoboken doing
Exactly.
doing what you know I
Come back
do.
week 9. Come back week 9. You'll be smart.
I'll be at the W doing what you know I do. You know,
I think Sam's looking for other teams.
Oh my God.
He's looking for other places to stick his, you know.
The Titans may have a spot.
Whoa. All right. So that's our little football report. Fun and games. Week 3, we're gonna talk more about the games. Fury Wilder rematch. Nah. Fury.
Yo, I thought Fury lost.
Get out of
Dude,
here.
he lost the first 6 rounds in that fight.
Where
He lost the
are you
first 6
drinking that?
rounds.
Where are you drinking
I
that?
wasn't drinking that night.
Yeah. Here, have
He
another.
lost the first 6
another
rounds in
one?
that fight.
Have another one.
And he definitely lost the 12th.
How much did you drink the night before?
Trey?
No, I didn't.
I
don't believe
don't
it.
think
I don't believe that.
He lost the first 6 pounds.
I mean, he's a bloody mess.
I
a
think
bloody
it was
mess.
skewed because of the cuts and
He's a bloody mess.
I'm not
He's a
going
bloody
by
mess.
cuts.
get
He's
influence.
a bloody mess.
I'm not going by cuts.
What's your scorecard, Pete?
Oh, I had a 7.5 for I had a 7.5.
Jam.
At 115, 113.
You had a what?
115, 113. 7 rounds to 5. I gave him the first 6 rounds and the 12.
What?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I didn't watch the fight.
Dave, did you watch it too, or you just bullshit?
No, I watched the highlights.
Oh, come on! No. I'm the only one that fucking watched the fight.
Fucking watch
Man,
that
come
fight,
on.
bro. Get out of
No,
here,
no, that
bro.
was on that night. It
What-
was just college football. I was watching college football.
There was
that night.
nothing on that night.
It was just college football and that. That was it.
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't watching Fury fight Otto Wallen.
Yeah,
Christopher Walken, whatever.
Whalen.
Waylon, who cares?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you want my attention boxing from here on out? Make the good
Make better
fights.
fights.
I
That's
was
it.
going to say,
That's
put
it.
good fights
Put
out
good fights
there.
on.
God damn
This
it.
guy Tyson Fury rematch Wilder. Signs the
I
top
should have
rank.
watched because of that.
Exactly, you shouldn't.
I'm a casual, yeah.
Tyson Fury rematches Wilder. I mean,
Tyson Fury.
instead of taking the rematch of Wilder, he fights some fucking bum last year. Early this
Schwartz.
year, and he comes out to "Living in America."
America.
Dope intro.
Yeah.
He does the same thing this time,
Yeah.
but instead of having U.S. trunks, he has Mexican trunks on, and he comes out with a mariachi band. If the best thing you got going for your fight is your entrance, I'm not fucking watching.
I don't even.
And then he tries to do Mexican style. Gets his
you're
fucking
right.
bloody.
Try to do Mexican
That was the
style.
problem.
Try to do Mexican
He's
style.
not ready for Mexican
and gets
style.
bloody.
It's the same guy that got knocked down by a fucking overboard
Listen,
cruiserweight.
I think Tyson Fury is probably the best heavyweight. But if you're gonna keep fighting these bums, I don't want to watch. I don't. So Wilder take care of business. I'm not gonna watch that fight either because it's gonna be on pay-per-view. I'm not paying $80 for you to fight a guy, a 50-year-old guy you KO'd last year. I'm not watching it.
No, we're not.
Only pay $5.
I pay for the goddamn zone. I pay for the goddamn zone because they're putting on good
You
fights.
gotta think of a name for ESPN Plus.
The plus, that's what we call it.
Plus.
The plus.
Yeah,
The
but
plus.
we can't copyright that. We can copyright the goddamn zone.
I mean, for sure, but I mean, Devin Haney fought. I
We need
thought
Hobby to come up with something.
I was at the fight. Devin Haney did his thing.
This copyright took it.
I still don't think it was. It might have been a little mismatch, but the dude was 11-0 with the WC silver title holder, whatever. You know, WC
good.
got
I
like.
mean, yeah.
You know, WC has like 18 fucking
13,
titles.
yeah.
So who
Hibachi.
cares? Hibachi belt, the
Tachi.
Takashi 6'9" belt. You know, they have all those goddamn belts. But here's the thing about Devin Haney. Here's the thing about Devin Haney.
Young.
Devin Haney is good and he's young and he keeps calling out Lomachenko.
Yeah.
And he keeps saying, listen, if I'm young and I'm green, then fight me. If I'm that easy, then fight me.
Yeah, but it goes back to the same thing with Floyd and Canelo. It goes back to that. If he beats him, is Lomachenko getting any credit for it?
Devin Haney's a problem, bro. Devin Haney's a problem. Devin Haney's a problem. He's a problem. Ryan Garcia was out here pity-patting on the
So he's
weekend
bugging.
and crying.
That
You know why he
dude's
cried?
bugging.
You know why he
That
cried?
dude's bugging.
You know why he cried? He just got re-upped by Golden Boy an hour ago for a record deal. That's why.
Are you
That's why he was
serious?
crying. Yep.
He
Oh,
what?
you
What
little
happened?
bitch.
They pieced
You
it up.
fucking
They
little
pieced
bitch.
it up. He
wanted
signed
out.
a new
You
multi-year
serious?
deal.
I thought he was going to Canelo promotion. Canelo was retweeting all his tweets last night trying to get him, yo.
Wow. Anyways,
Wow.
Canelo Kovalev.
Wow.
Canelo Kovalev, signed, sealed,
Wow.
delivered. We'll talk about more of that
Yeah,
in the weeks
later.
to come. Before we go, Hav, give me the music, huh? The greatest classical song of all time. If you don't know what fucking music that is, go get your head checked.
That's beautiful.
That is the Champions League.
We got to come up before they cop that.
Yeah, before a trademark.
Yeah.
Champions League came
They'll take our
back
video down.
Champions League.
today and yesterday. Dre, real quick, I need you on this one. I need you on this one. Talk to me about Liverpool losing to Napoli.
Wow.
Talk to me about Chelsea losing to Valencia
blowing
at
at home.
home.
Crazy.
Talk to me about Spurs blowing
Oh
a
my
2-0
God.
lead
They got two-
against some
they
Greeks.
draw.
making couple
They
of
lost
this.
today.
I mean, speaking of Tolis,
They
Juventus,
lost?
man, that's another one too, man.
Juventus up
went
2-0.
2-1, Atletico.
You know, fucking going into Atletico de Madrid doing what a lot of teams can't do, and that's putting 2 behind the net. And you know they just blow it in 10 minutes. It's crazy. You know what? I mean, this tournament is turning out to be.
Just started.
Just started.
It just
started.
It just started, and already we can see how unpredictable it's gonna be.
Yeah, my team won though. Fuck
That's
that.
it.
Well, Pete, all right, so we did this last year.
The only one that actually came through was Man City. And
Man
they
City.
did what they
Yeah,
did.
they-
Yes,
they're playing.
man. What the fuck?
Yeah,
No,
PSG
Man
3-9, 3-9. Real
True,
Madrid.
that's true,
Real
that's true,
Madrid.
that's true, that's true.
Damn.
They did
Without,
what they had to do.
without Cavani,
He's right.
without
right.
Neymar,
Yeah.
without Mbappe.
That shit
So-
was nasty. The Di Maria.
They got
Maria,
two,
oh, that's-
2-1 in the first 25 minutes.
So
That guy's a
we're
fucking
gonna do this
monster.
again. Dre had it right last year.
Yeah.
He picked Liverpool to win the Champions League. So I'm gonna start with the defending champion. He is the defending champion. He picked Liverpool. So who do you got winning it? We'll come back to this in May before you know.
You know what? I like Liverpool back to back. To be honest,
Okay.
Oh shit.
All right.
I mean,
Better change around what they did today.
listen.
It's a group
They
stage.
made to the last 2 finals. Salah got hurt obviously 2 years ago. They won it last time, and you know there's 2-0. You know, loss is nothing.
Napoli's good, man.
Yeah, they're good, but I have a
good.
feeling they're gonna bounce back strong the same way they did against Barcelona. We remember that game, and I definitely expect them to see them in the final, and I got them winning as well.
Dave. I mean, there's a lot of Mexicans. My favorite Mexican actually plays for Napoli, Chucky Lozano. And
Chucky.
he did pretty fucking well yesterday.
Yeah.
Champions League prediction. Who do you got?
I'll be honest. I haven't really thought about it, so it's tough, especially with all these.
It's early, but I know.
It's early.
It's your
so-
way too early pick. You can change it. I won't change mine.
I'm gonna go with Juventus.
Ooh, Juve.
Just early. This is early, but and again, this is subject
Cristiano.
to change. Listen, you got CR7 there.
Marcos did that last year. Yo, you're off the show.
You got CR7 there.
Dybala.
I think that team is getting better and better. But again, early pick, subject to change. We'll see how this all comes out.
I mean, my pick is going to be and forever will be who I think is the best team when healthy. I think it's Barcelona. Messi, Suarez, Griezmann, De Jong.
Yeah.
I mean, when they're healthy. Yesterday they played BVB, who is the second best team in Germany at their home.
And it's not easy to play over
It's
there.
not easy to play over there. Messi didn't play the first half because he still was injured.
Yeah, he only played 30 minutes.
He didn't play 30 minutes. Getting a tie there was huge. Look what happened to Juve when they went to Atletico. Blew a 2-0 lead. Liverpool went to Napoli. They lost. Tottenham went to play some fucking Greeks. Blew it.
Can't believe it all.
They lost. I mean, they didn't lose, but they tied. They kind of a loss. You're up 2-0.
Yeah,
You're up
yeah,
2-0. You're up 2-0. Real Madrid.
Wow.
They go to Paris and get blown out. I mean, it's gonna be a long season, folks.
Wow, yeah.
But if Messi, Suarez, Griezmann are healthy,
Oh my God, yeah.
that's a threesome right there that I'll put against anyone. And De Jong, Frankie De Jong is probably the most underrated player on that team. Messi hasn't had a good midfielder since Iniesta and Xavi. So now he doesn't have to worry about creating shit for other people. He's got De Jong, and he's got 3 monsters up front, and that's not even including the Frenchman, Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah.
Like, we're not even talking about him. Like, he's injured too. When healthy, this is
They may be too injured to win.
it's possible.
that's
Possible.
what I
The
think,
only
too.
thing that
That's a good
the
point,
only thing
Pete.
that worries me about Barcelona is the defense.
Yeah.
So that's my only complaint about them. Ter Stegen, to me, is the best goalie in the world right now. You saw it yesterday, penalty kick against a dude that
Oh my
called him
God.
out. A
Ooh,
German,
that's
the
crazy.
German called him out and said, "You're not as good as Neuer," because they had a beef talking about who's the best goalie in Germany and why Ter Stegen doesn't play. So he talked all that shit and he missed the penalty. Ter Stegen blocked him. The only thing is the back line. The
Best
back
goalie in
line.
the world, best goalie
Yeah,
in
I
the
think he's the
world.
best goalie in the world. I think he took that mantle from De Gea. I think it's him. So I'm gonna go again. Last year, I went Barcelona. They embarrassed me in Anfield, blowing a 3-0 lead.
That shit was
Don't
crazy.
do it again. Don't fucking do it again. I think I know who P's going with, but I'm gonna let him tell you.
Yo, PSG, man, they got so many strikers on there. They're gonna give up goals, but they're gonna be a high-scoring team, and they're fast, and they're gonna score a lot of points. So They're going to get goals every game. So I don't see anybody shutting them out. They have way too much talent up front on the Forest to do that. Between Neymar, you don't even have to talk about Neymar. You don't have to talk about Di Maria, who scored twice today. You don't have to talk about Cardi. You don't have to. It's just too many of them.
Let's not mention them.
You're
It's
not even naming their best player.
Exactly.
Their best player is Mbappe. Mbappe's their best player.
Yeah, and when he was hurt, too hurt to play today.
I mean, Real Madrid ain't bringing a healthy team either. They're pretty fucking hurt too. But
they're gonna score a lot.
they're gonna score a lot.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
They just gotta worry about their defense.
Listen, I love Premier
It's gonna be
League.
like Colombia.
Premier League is my favorite league. I think Premier League is the best league in the world. There's just so many good teams. But aside from Man City, they look like shit this last 2 days. But early, we'll check in with you from time to time. That's our show.
We're about to go win trivia again.
We're about to go win trivia again.
We won tickets last
We
week.
won tickets last week from behind. Sunday, we'll give you picks, more football.
Yo, it's on now right now. Go
to Pete's
subscribe
Corner.
and you go to Pete's Corner.
Go
It's
to
already
fucking
downloaded.
Pete's Corner.
Download it right now.
Subscribe. Make
get
some
more
money.
sponsors.
You want to win some money?
You know?
Sponsors. There you go.
Remember in Little Rascals? Hey people, we need your money. That's our show, man. We'll see you Sunday. Two dudes and a Mexican.
Let it be.
Shout out to Bogey.
Love you.
Yeah.
Bogies. Right here.
I'll be back.